Welcome to my channel Maths Pursuit. Today we will look into the questions from the chapter called Quadratic Equations. Hello friends, may I request you to please click on the subscribe button below this video. Here the given question is a motor boat whose speed is 18 km per hour in still water takes 1 hour more to go 24 km upstream than to return downstream to the same spot. Find the speed of the stream. Guys, before moving ahead to solve this question, let me explain you certain things so that it will be easy while solving this question. Now, there are two things comes into picture if you see any problem related to boat and stream. So definitely a boat is having, let's say the given boat speed is, let's say any of the boat, let's say the speed of the boat is 18 km per hour. Okay, just this is, I'm taking one example, and let's say the speed of the stream is 2 km per hour. Okay, now what happens if the stream and the boat they move in the same direction? What happens? The speed of the boat increases. How? 18 km per hour plus this 2 km per hour, it adds up and it becomes 20 km per hour. How? Because the stream is having a speed of 2 km per hour and the boat is also having 18 km. So boat speed and stream speed, it adds up and we get 20 km per hour. Now let's say if the things are in a different way. Okay, now now the boat, let's say now the boat is moving at the speed of 18 km per hour and the stream is flowing at the speed of 2 km per hour. Here is boat is moving towards the right direction and the stream is flowing towards the left direction. So here what happens? The speed of the boat, it gets reduced. 18 km per hour minus this 2 km per hour, it becomes 16 km per hour. Let's try to understand, because the speed of the stream will restrict the boat with that speed, because the speed of the boat is 18 km per hour and the speed of the stream is 2 km per hour. So that means the speed of the stream, the speed of the boat will reduce by that speed of the stream. That means 18 km per hour minus 2 km per hour. And whether it would have been like the speed of the boat is 18 km per hour and the speed of the stream is 18 km per hour, then what would have happened? The boat will not move, the boat will stand still there, because the boat speed and the stream speed will not allow the boat to move. The overall effect becomes 0, because 18 minus 18, the boat speed is 18 km per hour to upstream, while as the stream is flowing the other way, which is 18 km per hour, and it becomes 0. As a result, the boat will not move. So this is one thing that we should keep in mind. If the boat is moving in the direction of the stream, then the speed of the stream gets added up to the speed of the boat. If the boat is moving against the direction of the stream, then the speed of the boat will be reduced with that of the speed of the stream. Now keeping this thing in mind, let us move ahead and try to solve this question. Guys, this question we need to understand. If we do not understand in a proper way, then we might end up in making a mistake and we might end up in making wrong calculations. Okay, here the question is find the speed of the stream. I am coming from the last slide. It is asking us to find the speed of the stream. So let us assume, let the speed of the stream is equal to x km per hour, because we don't know what is the speed of the stream. Now a motor boat whose speed is 18 km per hour in still water, that means speed of the boat is पागल है जो मनुष्य केते बुझेबी. Here the question is a motor boat whose speed is 18 km per hour in still water takes 1 hour more to go 24 km upstream than to return downstream to the same spot. Find the speed of the stream. Now guys, let us first try to understand what exactly happens in the case of boat and stream problem? Three things, just I'm trying to explain you three things what happens. Let's say the speed of the boat is let's say 10 km per hour, 10 km per hour, and the speed of the stream is let's say 2 km per hour. And you could see that in my picture here both are moving in the same direction. That means speed of the boat will increase by the speed of the stream. That means speed of the stream will push the boat with that speed. So here the overall speed of the boat will become 12 km per hour, because this 10 km plus this 10 km it gets added up. Now let us look in a different way. Here let's say the boat is moving 10 km per hour, and now here it is moving against the speed of water, which is moving in the opposite direction, 2 km per hour. Now here what happens, the speed of the boat will decrease by 2 km, because the speed of the stream will restrict the boat to move in the opposite direction by that much time or that much pressure. So here it becomes 8 km per hour. Now you could see that if the boat and the stream moves in the same direction, the speed of the boat increases by the speed of the stream. If the boat and stream they flow in the opposite direction, the speed of the boat decreases by the speed of the stream. So in the first case, this boat is traveling in the speed of the stream. Here we got 12 km per hour, because speed of the boat is 10 km per hour and speed of the stream is 2 km per hour. In the second case, speed of the boat is 10 km per hour, but it is moving against the direction of the stream, which is flowing 2 km per hour. So the speed of the boat will get reduced by 2 km per hour and it becomes 8 km per hour. Now what will happen if this speed of this boat is 10 km per hour and the speed of the stream is 10 km per hour? What will happen? What do you think? The boat will not move. The boat will stand still there. If the speed of the stream and the speed of the boat is same, the boat will not move from its original place. It will stay there, because speed of the boat and speed of the stream, it gets nullified, it becomes zero. Now please keep this thing in mind and let us see how we are going to solve this given question. Just for explaining you, I try to explain in such a way so that we can understand what happens with the speed. Now let us see. The given question is asking us to find the speed of the stream. Let the speed of the stream is equal to x km per hour. Here we are assuming the speed of the stream is x km per hour, because we do not know the speed of the stream, and they have given the motor speed of the boat as 18 km per hour in standstill water. So speed of the boat, they have given speed of the boat is 18 km per hour. Now guys, what I told you, because the boat is going to a particular spot and it is again returning from that particular spot to the original location. So now what will happen, as I told you, the speed of, let's say boat is moving towards upstream. Upstream means speed of the boat, and boat is moving to the opposite direction of the water. Now opposite direction of the water means the speed of the boat will be reduced with the speed of this stream. So I can say 18 km of the speed of the boat minus x km speed of the stream. So this happens when the boat moves upstream. Now what will happen when the boat moves downstream? Downstream the speed will become 18 plus x. As I told you, when the boat and the stream flows in the same direction, the speed of the boat increases by the speed of the stream. So for that reason, upstream is equal to 18 minus x. This is, guys, this is speed. We have found out the speed. This is speed. Whose speed? This is the speed of the boat. The speed of the boat decreases by the speed of the stream. Here it is 18 minus x. The speed of this boat increases with the speed of the stream. This is 18 plus x. This happens, decreases in the case of upstream, increases in the case of downstream. Please keep this thing in mind and we will easily move ahead. Now guys, as per the question, we know that distance is equal to, we know that speed is equal to distance by time. Speed is equal to, we very well know that speed is equal to distance by time, or in other words I can say time is equal to distance, or I can say time is equal to distance by speed. So we just need to remember this thing. Here we know the time is equal to distance by speed. So what happens? Distance we know, the boat travels a 24 kilometer. So we know distance here. Distance is equal to 24 kilometer. Time. So what happens to the time? What happens to the time is that it takes 1 hour more while going to the while going towards upstream than the downstream. That means if I write, so time here I can calculate, time is equal to, first of all let us find out the time here. Time is equal to, so how much time it will take in the first case, in the upstream case. In the upstream case, time is equal to how much? Time is equal to distance by speed. So distance is 24 and speed is 18 minus x. And similarly in the downstream case, time will be 24 by 18 plus x. I hope till here we are clear, because time is equal to distance by speed. Here distance is 24 kilometer. Distance while going to the upstream remains same. Distance while coming to the downstream also remains same. So we have considered 10, 24 in both the case, and time is equal to distance by speed. So while going upstream the speed is 18 minus x, while coming downstream the speed is 18 plus x. So we got upstream time is 24 by 18 minus x and downstream time is equal to 24 upon 18 plus x. I believe till here we are pretty clear. Now what happens when it goes, now time increases by 1 hour when it goes upstream than the downstream. So what I can write, time increases by 1 hour if it goes upstream, because the question has given a motorboat whose speed is 18 km per hour in still water takes 1 hour more to go 24 km upstream than to downstream. Okay, so the time increases 1 hour while going upstream. So that means I can say here this time is equal to this time. I can say 24 by 18 minus x, and if I reduce this 1 hour from upstream, I will get the time for the downstream. I believe till here we are clear what I did, because this time and this time, what happens while going to the upstream, it takes 1 hour more. That means if I reduce this 1 hour from the upstream time, I will get the downstream time. So for that reason I have written 24 upon 18 minus x minus 1 is equal to 24 by 18 plus x. Now guys, let us solve this question and see what we are getting. So we got the equation as 24 minus 18 minus 24 upon 18 minus x minus 1 is equal to 24 upon 18 plus x. This is the most important thing is here. Why I subtracted 1 here? I subtracted 1 here because while going upstream it takes 1 hour more. So that means if I reduce that 1 hour more from the upstream speed, we will get the downstream speed or downstream time, sorry, not speed. If I reduce 1 hour from the upstream time, I will get the time for the downstream time. For that reason I am reducing it by minus 1. Now let us solve this equation. So what we will get after solving this equation, we will get one quadratic equation, and this quadratic equation will help us to find out the values of x. Now I can write 24 upon 18 minus x. I am bringing this 24 upon 18 plus x to the left side. I can write minus 24 upon 18 plus x is equal to 1. Just moving minus 1 to the right side and getting 24 upon 18 plus x to the left side. Now let us solve this equation. So Here we have 18 minus x and 18 plus x. So our LCM will be 18 minus x into 18 plus x, and I can multiply 24 into 18 plus x minus 24 into 18 minus x is equal to 1. Hope guys till here it is clear, because just I am taking the LCM of in here, and I am multiplying 18 minus x into 18 plus x, and here also I am doing the same thing. I believe this is this you people are knowing. I am not going to show you, or I am not going to tell how we are reaching to this calculation or how we are doing this calculation. Just I am solving this equation. So now I can write 24 into 18 plus x minus 24 into 18 minus x upon 18 minus x into 18 plus x is equal to 1. Or I can say 24n into 18 plus x. 24 into 18 is nothing but 432 plus 24x minus 2418 is equal to 432 plus 24x, because minus 24 into 18 is minus 432, minus 24 into minus x is equal to plus 24x is equal to, just moving this part to the right side, I am getting 18 minus x into 18 plus x. Okay, so you could see that plus 432 and minus 432 it cancels out, and I am left with plus 24x which is 48x. And now what we have here, this one is 18 minus x into 18 plus x, that means a minus b into a plus b. So what is that formula, or what is that we can get if you multiply a minus b into a plus b? Nothing but a square minus b square. So a minus b into a plus b is nothing but a square minus b square, that means 18 square minus x square. Or I can say 18 square, if we do the square of 18, we will get 18 into 18, if we square it, we are getting 324. So let's see, 48ax is equal to 324 minus x to the power 2, or I can write this equation as 48x minus 324 plus x to the power 2 is equal to 0, just bringing this right side value to the left side. Now rearranging the equation, I can write x to the power 2 plus 48x minus 324 is equal to 0. So this is what we got, one quadratic equation. So our quadratic equation is x square plus 48x minus 324 is equal to 0. Now let us apply the quadratic formula here and solve this equation. So here a is equal to 1, b is equal to 48, and c is equal to minus 324, and b square minus 4ac is equal to 48 square minus 4 into a into 324 minus 324, or I can write b square minus 4ac is equal to 48 square. So what is 40? We are getting 48 square minus 4 into 1 minus 324. So I can write 48 square as 2304, because if you multiply 48 into 48 we will get 2304, and here minus and minus this becomes plus, and 4 into 1 into 324 is nothing but 1296, and that is equal to 3600. So guys, we got b square minus 4ac is equal to 3600. Now let us put the quadratic equation formula here, and let us solve what we are getting. We know that quadratic equation is represented by x is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So here we have x is equal to minus b, b is 48, so I can take minus 48 plus or minus b square minus 4ac root over, so 3600 root over upon 2 into a value is 1, or I can write x is equal to minus 48 plus or minus 60, because 60 into 60 is 3600 upon 2. So now we are able to get x is equal to minus 48 plus or minus 60 by 2. This I can write x is equal to minus 48 minus 60 by 2 is one equation, and the other equation is x is equal to minus 48 plus 60 by 2. Now further solving this equation, let's see what we are getting. I can write x is equal to minus 48 minus 60, which is nothing but 10 minus 108 by 2, that is equal to 54 minus 54. So we got here x is equal to minus 54, and here what we'll get, we'll see x is equal to minus 48 plus 60 is nothing but 12 upon 2, that is equal to 6. We got the value of x is 6. Now guys, here one interesting thing comes into picture. The question asks us to find out the speed of the stream. So we are getting, as one is x is equal to minus 54 and the other one x is equal to 6. But guys, we know that speed cannot be negative. The stream is flowing with a particular speed. It cannot be negative. So x is equal to minus 54, we can eliminate this one, we cannot consider this one. And x is equal to 6, this is what we can consider, and we can say that the speed of this stream is 6 km per hour. We can say that the speed of the stream is 6 km per hour, because we assumed that the speed of the stream is x km per hour. So we are getting speed of the stream as 6 km per hour. That is what we got, and I believe till here we are pretty clear. And guys, I believe you understood this process or this method, how we calculated this equation. It is very important to understand the boat and stream concept. Unless and until we understand the boat and stream concept, it would be very difficult for us to move ahead and find out our calculation. Guys, if you really have any questions or any doubts, please reach out to me in the comment section of this video. I would definitely get back to you once I see your comments. Guys, if you really like my videos, please subscribe. If you really like my videos, I would request you to kindly subscribe and also let your friends know. This will motivate me to create similar videos in the future. Thank you. Bye.